Welcome to DIY Nautical Dream with Priscilla and Rich. Together, we're taking this 1990 Endeavor 52. She was neglected when we bought her, sitting on the hard for about 8 years, rotting away with no attention, no maintenance. We're going to take this boat and try to bring her back to her former glory, and one day she'll be a thing of beauty again, sailing around the world to tropical destinations and beyond. But first, we need to get her fixed up to a point where we can live aboard and continue on with some of the major repairs waiting ahead of us. So if you like this sort of thing, come on in and see what's in store in this week's video update. Okay, maybe that was a little over the top. Anyways, we'll go ahead and get our next video started. Welcome back to another exciting and thrill-filled adventure with DIY Nautical Dream.
Hi guys, welcome back. If you are not subscribed yet, please subscribe down below. And please watch our video from the very beginning up until the end.
Perfect! Oh, wow!
Hi guys, welcome back.
I'm Priscilla.
And I'm Rich. Together we make DIY Nautical Dream. Well, it's been a while, huh? Yeah, lots of things going on right now with the work situation and a lot of things that are taking up time. So we're not able to get the videos out as quickly as we were doing so before, but once things get back to normal, we'll be back on track again. So
We're trying very hard.
yeah, we're working on it. So
All right, so this week's update,
yep.
we're gonna be laying out and cutting the new design overhead plywood section.
Yeah, we're going to try and make that happen. That's going to be a little improvement. Nobody will ever see it, of course, but the way we kind of do things is if we have to work on it or look at it and touch it, we're going to try and make it better if we can. And this is one of those situations where they had two separate pieces up there and we're going to try and make it into one. And so hopefully that'll work.
After we have the plywood rough cut out, we will do a final trim fit, right?
Yeah, with the router, we'll get that thing nice and smooth and make it fit as good as we can.
Hopefully it will still fit.
You never know. We
It could be bigger or smaller.
We're not going to know until we try. It's just one of those ideas that I got in the head and I wanted to try and do. So try and improve on it.
Yep. Also, we need to cut a hole and channel for the light wires to pass through.
Yeah, we need to put some little relief on the backside so the wires can pass through it and just make it a little bit neater looking up there.
And we need to finish painting the overhead section.
Why? I don't know, but we're going to paint up there like we always do. And we'll make it look really nice because nobody's going to see it. So that's what we like to do, right?
Yep. So more small steps, but all part of what we needs to be done.
Yeah, we'll get it. And it's just one of those things. We got to get that stuff done. And then, you know, that gets us down the path of someday being able to close the overhead vinyl. So
one day.
Yeah. But not this day.
Yep. All right. So stay tuned, guys. We're going to show your update this week's video.
Yep. We'll see in a little bit. We're going to try and make this work. And fingers crossed everything fits. Right?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. So we have our pieces of overhead scrap wood laid out. And so we're going to make an exact cut of this one. But instead of doing two separate pieces, we've laid the second piece on here. We've added our estimated spacing And then we're going to add some extra edges on it. We're going to go about 2 inches wider on this side and about 1 inch higher. Just like that. And then we're going to add a couple inches over here on this end as well. So the next thing we'll want to do is we want to get all of our holes, all of our pilot holes installed. And then we'll rough cut this out and see how it looks. And then we'll need to router these edges here. So this has to be a precise fit. This, not so much. Okay? That's what we'll do next. We'll get ready to cut this out. Alright, so now you can kind of see the general idea of what we're cutting out and the addition. So instead of having 2 separate pieces like we did before, we're going to make this all into one. So the next thing we'll do is we'll cut this out with our jigsaw, do a rough cut on it, and then we'll probably do a final cut once we're at the boat, just to make sure everything fits just right. Alright, that's what we're going to do next. Okay, so now we have our new piece, and we've incorporated the addition of that second piece, so now they're all one piece. Now all we have to do is just do the final fit and trim, make sure everything's good, and then we'll coat it with penetrating epoxy and paint it. We need to get this installed so we can finish closing up the overhead vinyl. Always another piece to the puzzle. Alright, so we need to take a little bit right off the end here. We need to flush up this end here, and then we're going to flush up this edge on the side closest to us. Alright, so we have our new piece of plywood now. And it has a modification extension on it and everything. So now we just need to go verify that it fits. Once we know it fits, we're going to soak it up with penetrating epoxy to seal it all up. Okay, we almost forgot that we need to put a hole here for the wires to come through for the light fixture that's going to go up there. We'll get that set up and go ahead and cut that hole. Alright, so that turned out right, and there's our piece that we cut out. Okay, one of our next steps, we'll take the Dremel motor with this tip on it right here, and then we're going to work our way to cut this slot in here, right here and here, and the material in the middle. We'll cut this channel in here, and that'll provide a recess for the lighting wires to sit right in here. Alright, we need to go a little deeper. We'll do that off camera and we'll come back and show you what it looks like. Alright, so this is what we have. We have just enough room, and we can run 2 pairs of wires in here, which is what we need to do because there's 2 pairs of wires that are running to the cutout originally. So we have enough room, I think. It's not the prettiest in the world, but it will do. Okay, so we have everything epoxy coated here. The sides, the ends, edges, the cutout. So we'll let that cure, and then we'll flip it and do the other side next. And then once all the epoxy is cured, then we will paint it. Then it's ready to be installed. Alright, so what we're trying to do is we're just trying to paint everything we can reach up in here on the overhead side of the vinyl. So we want to get all this painted. We're just trying to reach everything we can. Once this is closed, this side will not be accessible to paint anymore. So we'll be able to get everything. We're just gonna have to move some stuff out of the way, but yeah, before we're done, we'll get this all painted up today. Way back in that corner there, we already reached back there and was able to get those areas farthest away, so we know we can get the rest of it. We'll show you the progress here in a little bit, but we're doing pretty good. All right, so you can see we're making slow but steady progress. We have almost all of it. We have all the hard to reach areas coated, and now we're just working our way back. So we will get there here real soon. Big step right here. We'll show you more progress here in just a little bit.
Alright, so what you're doing, honey?
Oh man, we are just about done painting this large area up here. What a fun job this one is. But it's got to get done. All part of the process. And the hardest thing about it is the print through on the fiberglass cloth. So I have to use a brush and a side-to-side motion like this to get it to cover. Because if you just paint it like this, that's what happens. And that's going to take forever to lay down paint. So I'm doing the side-to-side action. And it seems to be working. It takes a long time. But that's why we're using the throwaway brushes, because after a job like this, the brush is garbage. Almost there. A little bit more and we're almost done.
Just make sure that your mouth is closed.
That's very hard to do on a job like this. Okay, so we have all of it covered now. All the way back up to here. So now everything we could reach has been painted, and we are ready for the plywood to be installed after this dries. Doing all this kind of stuff is not necessary, it's not required. The only reason we are doing it is we're just trying to put that additional step of quality in there. It seals the area if there was any like imperfections in the fiberglass or whatever. Also, we're sealing up the plywood that we can reach in there, because we know that they put it in dry with no protection on it. So if we can reach it, maybe it's not so bad. We don't have to make a new one. And we'll see when we pull the vinyl back on the center line, but we're not doing that right now. So we just need to close this area up right here. We are getting there. All these steps take a long time. A lot of little steps that you guys won't even notice once everything's all closed up. And but we know it's there and we know we did it. And so that's why we're documenting it and showing you what we've done along the way. In case you're working on a project like this, it might give you some ideas.
Okay, so what's going on, honey?
Oh, we're putting some paint on this dry plywood here. So this is the side we did not get any epoxy on. So we're going to put 2 coats of bilge paint on it. We did seal the side where the moisture is going to get trapped if anywhere. And we sealed that with epoxy last night. So we're just going to put a coat of this paint on here, let it dry a little bit, and then come back and put one more coat on it. And then we'll flip it over and paint the other side. But we just want to make sure that this is all sealed up and moisture cannot easily penetrate it. We have a little bit of drips right here from the epoxy. We put it on pretty thick on the top side, and so it dripped down, but that doesn't matter. It's not going to affect anything. And then we'll seal that hole. We'll seal that when we do the top side, because I still need to be able to put my finger in there to hold the wood. So we'll let this sit for about 15 minutes, and then we'll come back and put another coat on it before we flip it. That'll look really nice when we install it, but nobody will ever see it except for us. And we made this area bigger because this is where our light base is going to mount, and we want to make sure we can put our new larger light base in there, and so that's why we made this a little bit bigger.
All right, that's good, right?
Oh yeah, we're getting there.
Good job, honey.
Yeah, one more little step that we have to get out of the way. It's all part of the puzzle pieces.
Perfect.
Thank you so much for taking the time to watch our videos. We really appreciate it.
All right, so what do you think, honey?
I think that was a good idea. I think
Little progress, huh?
it's gonna work out, and we'll be able to get that to fit. So it was nice that we did all the little small details to it that we have. Nobody's ever gonna see it, but we just don't want to do anything halfway. And I'm sure there's a better way to do it than we're doing, but we're doing the best we can. It'll be a good platform for us to mount one of our overhead lights on. It's a good improvement, small improvement.
It's all part of the fun.
Yeah, it's all part of the fun. So we're happy to have that taken care of and get it all sealed and painted up and painted the overhead. So that turned out good. Now, hopefully, once we get to the point to where we can install those, we'll be able to close the overhead vinyl.
All right, so thanks for watching, guys. If you are not subscribed yet, please subscribe down below.
Right down here somewhere. Click, 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 click. So,
And please watch our video from the very beginning up until the end.
yep, we really appreciate it. And we just appreciate you guys sticking with us, being patient while we get through this phase with work and all the crazy stuff that's going on, pulling us in all kinds of different directions right now. We have not lost interest on the boat or the project or anything like that. It's just
We don't have time.
we just only have so much time in one day. So, but yeah, we're making progress. It's just going to be a little slower than we had anticipated at this time. But we are still,
But it's just temporary.
yeah, very temporary.
It's
So,
gonna go back.
yep.
Thanks for watching, guys. See you next week.
See you. Bye.
Oh, wow.
All right, that's it, guys. See you next time. Bye. Oh. Wait, JK. Okay.
Dang, if I only hit record. Man.
I think you did.
Okay.
Hi,
guys. Welcome back.
I'm Rich.
Oh.
Well,
That. That.
you can do it.
Yep. I got it. I'm good now. Ready?
Good job, honey.
It's okay.
No, just got it.
Yeah.
Hi, guys. Welcome back.
Oh man, did it shut off on us?
No.
Okay. You sure?
Yeah,
All right.
it's good.
Oh, I need a microphone. So, the new light base foot, the
Did we record it?
hang on, not yet.